One of the things I find most interesting about cooking is how much you can do with very little. You don't always need a ton of different ingredients or a complicated recipe to make something that feels really different. Sometimes all it takes is one ingredient and a willingness to try it in a way that you haven't before. And quinoa is one of the best examples of that. It's simple, it's easy to find, and it's also a lot more versatile than it gets credit for. So in this video, I'm going to share 3 very different ways you can use one simple ingredient and show you how creative everyday cooking can actually be. If you're looking for something a little unexpected, this quinoa chocolate bar is such a simple and satisfyingly crunchy treat. Instead of using cooked quinoa, you want to take some cleaned, dried quinoa and toast it in the pan until it starts to pop, like popcorn. Start with a small amount, about 1 teaspoon at a time so it doesn't burn, and it'll start to pop within a few seconds. Once it's toasted, mix it into melted vegan chocolate and add it to a chocolate bar mold or parchment paper lined Tupperware. Let it sit in the fridge, and that's it, a simple 2-ingredient recipe that gives you a really satisfying crunch. What I love about this one is how simple making this is. 2 ingredients, a few minutes, and you have something that feels completely different from anything else you've made with quinoa. Another great way to use this ingredient is in these vegan burgers. Start by mashing a can of kidney beans, then add in breadcrumbs, cooked quinoa, flaxseed meal, potato starch, soy sauce, and some spices. Mix it well, form patties, and pan fry for a few minutes on each side. They hold together well, they're filling, and they work with whatever toppings you'd like. And if you want to try something fresh and simple that still feels filling, this quinoa salad is definitely worth a try. Start with your cooked quinoa and add in roasted corn, cucumbers, tomatoes, black olives, red onions, and parsley. Top it with a simple avocado lime dressing, something creamy and bright that completely makes the dish. This is so easy to make and it's super versatile. A chocolate bar, a burger, and a fresh salad, all from the same bag of quinoa. Once you start cooking this way, it changes the way you look at almost every ingredient in your kitchen. That bag of rice, those can of beans, the potatoes sitting in your pantry, they all have a lot more possibility than you might think. And when you start seeing ingredients that way, cooking stops feeling repetitive. You stop feeling like you need a brand new recipe every single night because you start realizing how much variety is already sitting in front of you. That's what simple, creative cooking actually looks like. Not complicated, not time-consuming, just a different way of thinking about what you already have. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you get notified whenever I put out a new video like this. And if you want even more simple recipes for nights when you want something great tasting without spending a lot of time in the kitchen, you can download my free e-cookbook, 30 Easy Vegan Weeknight Meals. You can find a link in the description and in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.